Welcome back, visionaries, to my latest video. This will be my top 10 anticipated movies of 2024. I'm quite excited about this video as I get to share with y'all which movies you should be looking forward to the most when it comes to this year. This year there are some really incredible picks. Yes, there are lesser comic book films, but there are also other films outside the comic book genre that are exciting. Without further ado, let's get straight into the list. At number 10, we have The Karate Kid, which stars both Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan. It seems to be a crossover between the original Karate Kid as well as 2010 Karate Kid with Jaden Smith. I love both versions and I can't wait to see what they bring to us with this. At number 9, we have Micky 17. I don't know much about this movie. All I know is that Robert Pattinson is going to star in it and Bong Joon-ho is directing it. Bong Joon-ho is an incredible director and Robert Pattinson has been having some really good roles recently. So I can't wait to see what this movie has to offer. At number 8, we have Gladiator 2. I love the first Gladiator movie and Ridley Scott is returning to direct the second one as well. Can't wait for it. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Top 20. At number 7, we have Lord of the Rings War of Rohirrim. I love the Lord of the Rings storybooks by J.R.R. Tolkien and I also love the movies as well by Peter Jackson. And I heard that Peter Jackson has some role in this movie, so I can't wait for it. It's not like the Rings of Power where they completely excluded him, that's therefore not even respecting the source material. But this one seems to respect the source from what I hear. At number 6, we have Deadpool 3. Deadpool 1 and 2 were amazing. What else can I say? And Wolverine is joining. Hugh Jackman is back as Wolverine in the MCU and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it. Recently with Phase 5, the MCU has not been having a good time at the box office and the audience have also turned away from a lot of their movies where The Marvels was one of their biggest flops yet. But here's the thing. This is the only MCU movie coming out this year, which is trying to tell me that everybody working at Marvel is channeling all their energy into this one movie for this year to make it amazing. So I don't see how this can go wrong. And it seems like the MCU has learned from their past mistake where they put out too much content in a short period of time. Now they're just focusing on one project. That's a win for me. At number 5, Joker 2. It's called Joker Folie à Deux. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not really sure. But I'm really excited for this one. The first movie I really loved. And in this sequel, they introduced us Harley Quinn, played by Lady Gaga. And Joaquin Phoenix returns once again. Todd Phillips is directing it as well. Here's what I'm really excited about this. A lot of people don't see how this can work because it's a musical and it's a Joker movie. However, I see a way that this can work and I can't wait for it to come out. And the pictures they have been showing us of the sets looks really intriguing. And number 4, Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas in the world of John Wick. John Wick is one of the best action franchises ever. The stunt work is incredible and Ballerina is part of that world and I can't wait to see what other stories they're going to bring into this world of John Wick. So I'm really excited about this one. And number 3, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I love the Planet of the Apes trilogy. The first Planet of the Apes movie is iconic. Caesar had one of the best character developments and character arcs in any movie trilogy I've ever seen. And I would assume now with this movie it's going to be about his son Cornelius. I mean, that's just an assumption. I might be wrong. I don't know much about it. But nonetheless, I can't wait for it. The trailer looks really good for this. I really like how it looks very similar to the first original Planet of the Apes film as well. The resemblance is all there and I can't wait to see where they're going to bring this film. At number 2, Furiosa Mad Max Saga. Now this would have been a bit lower on the list, but I saw the trailer and I'm pretty hyped for this one. Anya Taylor-Joy looks amazing. And apparently this is a spin-off from Mad Max Fury Road where Anya Taylor-Joy is playing Charlize Theron's character but in the past. So I'm very excited about this movie. I mean, Mad Max has been one of the best action franchises too. And George Miller is directing it once again. I can't see where this can go wrong. The poster looks amazing. The trailer looks amazing. George Miller is directing it. What else is there, you may ask? Chris Hemsworth has been recently getting some really good action movie roles. And this is another one where he's going to be a part of. I can already see it. He looks amazing as well. At the beginning, I couldn't recognize it was him because he looks so different from what he's used to look like. So it really threw me off at first when I first saw that it was actually him. That really surprised me and I can't wait to see him as well, alongside Anya Taylor-Joy. I am really looking forward to this one. And before we get into number 1, here are some honourable mentions. Argyle. It's about a book author who writes spy stories and now he's sucked into his own world where the things happening in her story happens in real life as well. I think the concept is really interesting. I can't wait to see where else they are going to take that. Just look at the cast. It's all star-studded. Henry Cavill, Bryce Dallas Howard, John Cena, and it's directed by Matthew Vaughn as well. Kung Fu Panda 4. This would have ended up in my top 10 if not for the trailer. I was pretty hyped before the trailer came out, but the trailer kind of pulled me down because I don't feel any enthusiasm for it. I don't think I'm very excited. The trailer was fine, but I think I was expecting more out of it because it's a Kung Fu Panda movie. I love the trilogy. Kung Fu Panda 2 is one of my favorite animated movies of all time, but this one, I'm just not feeling the energy from the trailer. But I'm still very hyped for it because it's a Kung Fu Panda movie, just that the trailer gave me a bit of a mixed bag. Then we have Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Ghostbusters Afterlife is an example of how you do a franchise reboot well. So I can't wait to see where they take the sequel to. Because in the first film, they really respected the fanbase as well as gave us a new story. So I really can't wait to see where they take this one. And then we have Godzilla X Kong The New Empire. You know, this is really sad. Godzilla Minus One is getting a lot of good reviews and the movie didn't even get released here in Singapore. So I'm really sad about that, but hopefully it comes before Godzilla X Kong The New Empire in Singapore. And I'm really hyped about this movie. I really like all the Hollywood Godzilla films. The more recent one, of course, from 2014's Godzilla to Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla King of the Monsters. I really liked all those, so I can't wait to see where this one goes. The Garfield movie. Now look, this may seem a bit silly, but I grew up watching the animated show Garfield and I really love it, so I can't wait to see where this will go. Also, Chris Pratt is getting all the animated roles now. Interesting. A Quiet Place Day 1. I like the first two movies. I'm very intrigued by this one as well. Despicable Me 4. I mean, the first three Despicable Me movies were very fun and entertaining. I loved them and I really adored them, watching them, and I can't wait to see where this one goes. Transformers 1. This is an animated Transformers movie. I think this will be really good. If you're not aware, a few years back on Toonami, there was a show called Transformers Prime, which is one of the best animated shows that Toonami ever put out. And this is an animated Transformers movie, so I can't wait to see this one. I have high hopes for this. And of course, Mufasa, The Lion King. One of the biggest problems with the 2016 remake movie of The Lion King was that the story was too similar to the original 1994 animated movie. But this one seems to be quite an original idea, so I can't wait to see where they take this one as well. They're taking risks and I appreciate that. And let's get back to my number 1. I think this was very obvious. I think you all saw this from miles away. Dune Part 2. The first Dune movie is a masterpiece. It's a science fiction masterpiece. It's one of the few movies that I would actually call a masterpiece. The trailers look very good. Denis Villeneuve, I don't know how he can fail. He's definitely going to do an incredible job. He's one of the best directors working in Hollywood right now. And I can't wait to return back to the world of Dune. And that's all I have for this video. Let me know your top 10 anticipated movies of this year in the comments below. If you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. And see you guys next time. You guys are always the best.